Hello, everyone. Today we're diving into something every English learner has asked at some point. How do I stop translating and actually think in English? If you've been learning English for a while, but still hesitate when speaking, this is for you. This isn't just another list of grammar rules or vocabulary drills. This is a full journey through real stories, daily habits, and mindset shifts that can help you rewire your brain to think in English, just like native speakers do. Because the real secret to fluency? It's not about knowing more. It's about thinking differently. Most people try to speak English while still thinking in their native language. That's why they pause, freeze, or forget simple words. But what if your thoughts were already in English? Naturally, automatically, confidently. Let's find out how to get there, step by step. Ana is from Brazil. She walks into a job interview. The first question comes, "Tell me a bit about yourself." And she freezes. Not because she doesn't know the answer, but because she's translating. Her brain is stuck between Portuguese and English. Words come out slow, broken, awkward. Afterward, she's frustrated. "I know English, but I couldn't speak it. Sound familiar?" That's the problem. Translation causes delay, stress, and unnatural speech. But when you start thinking in English, you stop hesitating. You respond faster, more naturally, with real confidence. So how do you do that? Let's look at the brain. Meet Tomasz, a teenager, from Poland. He didn't study English in school. He didn't take any special course. But he played online games, every day, with people from around the world. The chat was in English. The voice calls were in English. 6 months later, he was fluent. Why? Immersion. He didn't learn English by translating. He learned by using it emotionally, socially, and consistently. Your brain learns language fastest when you care about what's happening. You're reacting to something real. You repeat patterns again and again. Now the question is, how can you create immersion in your normal life? Here's how. Mina, a student in London, wanted to start thinking in English. So she went to her kitchen, grabbed a pack of sticky notes, and started labeling everything. Sink fridge salt plate. She stuck words everywhere. But she didn't stop there. She started speaking to herself. When cooking, "I need a clean plate." "Where's the oil?" "Let this boil for 5 more minutes." At first, it felt silly. But one day she woke up from a dream. In English. It worked. Here are the techniques that changed everything for her. Label your environment. Narrate your actions. "I'm brushing my teeth." Ask yourself questions. What should I eat? Watch shows without subtitles. Keep your English thoughts simple. Example. Instead of thinking, "Estoy cansado," I am tired, just think directly, "I'm tired." Now meet Jamal. He's a delivery driver in Canada. Every day he walks to work for 30 minutes. He turned that walk into an English gym. For his mind, he'd think through his day. Okay, first delivery is at 9. I hope the weather stays dry. I need to call my cousin later. He wasn't reading or listening to anything. He was just thinking in English during a routine activity. And guess what? His spoken English became smoother, more natural, more automatic. You can do the same. Think in English while walking. Describe what you're cooking. Speak while folding laundry. No need for books. Your daily routine is your classroom. Let's talk. Emotions. Sarah, a quiet girl in Japan, didn't like speaking out loud. But she started writing a diary, in English. At first it was simple. Today I was tired. I had class, it was boring. Then it got deeper. I feel lonely. I don't know why. I'm scared I'll never be fluent. And that's when she discovered something powerful. It's sometimes easier to say how you really feel in English than in your first language. Thinking in English gave her emotional freedom. A way to express her inner world. When you can feel in English, You speak it more naturally. Carlos, from Mexico, made a mistake at work. He wanted to compliment his coworker, Sarah. She looked tired, so he said, "Wow, you look terrible today." She gave him a weird look. Later, he realized what happened. In Spanish, te ves fatal can mean, you look tired, not rude. But in English, you look terrible is, well, terrible. He laughed. She laughed. He never forgot it. Lesson: mistakes are gold. Every mistake you make helps you. Notice the difference. Remember faster, grow faster. Thinking in English lets you make mistakes sooner and learn faster. Noura from Egypt was watching Netflix every night, but her English wasn't improving. She understood a lot but couldn't speak well. Then she changed one thing. She started repeating the lines out loud, pausing to guess the next sentence, saying the scenes in her own words. That's the shift, from passive learning to active thinking. Next. Time you watch something in English, do this. Speak along. Imitate tone and rhythm. Ask, how would I say this? Now, it's not just entertainment. It's training. Luca from Italy used sticky notes, but not just in the kitchen. He stuck them everywhere, on his mirror. What do you see today? On his desk. What are you working on? On his door. Ready for the day? He created thought prompts. Questions that triggered English thinking. What made me smile today? What's something I'm proud of? He even changed his phone language to English. Suddenly, he typed in English. Read menus in English. Saw words every day. The result? English didn't feel like study anymore. It was part of his environment, part of his day. Remember Aisha from Sudan? One day, she had a small argument with her roommate. Nothing big. But later, she realized she was replaying it in her head, in English. That's when it hit her. Her inner voice had switched. She was thinking in English, feeling in English, reacting in English. This is a huge milestone. When your inner voice becomes English, you've passed the invisible wall. You're no longer learning English. You're living in it. But what if you feel stuck? That's the plateau. It hits everyone. David from France had great English, but felt bored. He wasn't improving. Then he joined an online improv group. No scripts, just talking, playing, reacting. It pushed him. He made mistakes. He laughed. He got better. To break a plateau, do something risky. Speak, write, act, change your input. Different accents, topics. Set a challenge. 1-minute voice note. Daily. Fluency grows at the edge of your comfort zone. Than from Vietnam tweeted something funny in English. It went viral. Why? It had wordplay, humor, irony. True fluency isn't just answering questions. It's making people smile. Making a clever joke. Playing with the language. Want to practice? Watch comedy clips with subtitles. Repeat punchlines. Write short jokes. The moment you can play in English, not just perform, you're fluent. Lena, a Russian student in Canada, was lying in bed one night, thinking about her future. She realized something. Her thoughts about career, family, dreams were happening in English. Not because she forced it, but because it became natural. That's what fluency feels like. No pressure, no translation, just English. It's no longer something you use. It's something you are. Min, after 3 years in the U.S., flew back to Vietnam. At the airport, his mom greeted him in Vietnamese, and he instinctively answered in English. He laughed, not because he forgot his language, but because English had become part of his brain, his reflex, his daily rhythm. And that's the real ending of this journey. You don't just study English. You don't just speak it. You live it. Your challenge. For the next 7 days, narrate your life in English. Ask yourself simple questions. Watch one show and speak along. Write a diary entry in English. Every moment is a chance to train your brain. You don't need more rules. You need more English in your thoughts. So here's what we've learned. Thinking in English isn't a special gift. It's a trainable skill. Daily life is your best classroom. Your thoughts are the most powerful place to practice. Mistakes are tools, emotions are fuel, stories are practice. If you build the habits, repeat the thoughts, and stay consistent, English stops being a subject. It becomes your second mind. This week's challenge: use one of the techniques from this episode every day. Just one. Narrate your routine. Talk to yourself. Watch a show actively. Write a short journal entry. Start with one sentence, one moment, one small shift. And soon, you won't just speak English. You'll live it. If this helped you, hit subscribe, drop a comment, and share it with someone else on the same journey. Thanks for thinking in English with me.